A very good morning and welcome back once again to Bonita Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual I'm going to be your host for today. Now, let me say this, that I never imagined that even men will have behaviors like women. I never imagined, I only thought that maybe the people that had got this bad behavior was people like Millicent Omanga, Karen Nyamu, people like Oroba and Sabina Chege. I never knew that we will also have a man who will misbehave like a woman. I'm talking about this because of this video of JK. Yani, a member of parliament is allowing himself to dance, being carried at the waist of a fellow man. You know, I don't know whether this gayism, I don't know what this leader is trying to portray. What are you really trying to show people? And then you are dancing publicly in front of people whom you expect maybe to follow what you've been doing or maybe to see you as a leader. I'm really failing to understand. What this? Now, before we talk about the next video, before I try to elaborate something on that, let me just remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, go down there, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. And also like to appreciate those who have already subscribed. If you have given me your support every now and then, I really appreciate you. You just tell me where you're watching this video from. If you're within the country, you can tell me which country you're watching this video from. And if you're outside the country, people like, I've seen a lot of people coming from Washington, people from Germany. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Asante sana. Now, let me just talk a little bit about that video before we talk about the next thing. That is Kiari John. There is a member of parliament called Kiari. This is the same member of parliament who was talking about the Photoshop. And he was saying that he knows a normal video and a normal photo from a Photoshopped thing. So during the time that the Gen Zs were demonstrating, a lot of them were on the street. He was saying that those pictures or those photos were taken from a different website and then posted on Kenyan TikTok and maybe on Kenyan Twitter. What is he doing right now? What kind of, no, let me just ask. What kind of leader can do such kind of thing? And in fact, you are a man. Number one, you are shaming your family. You are ashamed to your family. What is the wife going to say? Like, I saw you gyrating on another man's waist. What will your family, what will your kids say? Like, what will your family So this is the thing that the current politicians wants to do. Like, this is what they always want to do. They want to show us what they're made of, or who they're made of. Very shameful. Another thing, Kimani Ichungwa is warning Kenyans that Kenyans cannot keep on rejecting finance bill every year.
Ametengeneza, have a seat. Ametengeneza a portal ya kufanya public participation kwa bunge. Sababu bill haipingwi yote, inapingwa clause by clause. Huyo kijana ametutengenezea very nice portal, and therefore I just want to take this opportunity to encourage all of us as Kenyans. Let us give our views based on legislative proposals that come clause by clause. I know there has been an agitation by members of our civil society to reject bills in totality. You never reject a bill in totality. Unapinga ile kitu yenye hutaki. Mnakumbuka mwaka uliopita ile hasara tulipitia kupitia finance bill. mpaka nyumba ya mjumbe wetu Kimani Kuria kaharibiwa na mali yake kuharibiwa.
And he's saying that this time round they're going to make sure that finance bill will not be rejected. And there are only specific things to be rejected, not everything. So if at all maybe you feel like there's some there are just specific things that are supposed to be rejected, why then put them? If you know very well that this is what Kenyans want, this is what Kenya doesn't want, why can't you just do away with what Kenyans doesn't want and leave what you think or what you know that Kenyans can want or can need? You know, this kind of things that these leaders are doing every now and then they make Kenyans look as if Kenyans are attacking maendeleo, or maybe as if Kenyans are just people who don't care about. Kenyans love their country. Truth be told, Kenyans love their country, and that is why there are these Gen Zs, the Gen Z leaders. One of them is his name is Dickson. I watched his interview at KBC, and one thing I can say about these kind of leaders, this kind of young men, is that they know where the country is going. Literally, they really know what the country is going, and they know what Kenyans want. So there is no point right now of going this way, that way. No, just hit the nail on the head. I want us to listen to this gentleman.
Issues affecting youth, I think, are the issues also affecting even the baby boomers. Mm-hmm. There are also the issues affecting the people in business. There are economic issues. Mm-hmm. So at this phase that we are, mm-hmm. we are not in the phase of political revolution or political liberation. Mm-hmm. What people need is economic revolution. Mm-hmm. And every policies that any person who wants to vie, of course, who want to vie against the president, mm-hmm. of which I'm in agreement that no one, even among us here, has the reason to vote in. Mm-hmm. No one has a reason to vote in Ruto again. Mm-hmm. So the policies that we need to hear, the policies that the opponents of even the people now in the government should bring to the table are economic policies. Mm-hmm. As we speak, Sai, the country is very broke. Mm-hmm. I think you guys have heard of the capitation in secondary school. Mm-hmm. To be honest, there's no money. Mm-hmm. Not that the government has delayed money. There's no money. They have been broke. A lot of funds, a lot of debts have been, borrowed outside. But these debts are not even in the exchequer accounts. Mm-hmm. They are not the consolidated funds. Mm-hmm. So the country is in a point where we are in economic turmoil. Mm-hmm. So the policies that we need is the policies of economic deliberation, mm-hmm. job employment, odious debt, getting rid of the odious debts that are huge in amount, you see, getting transparency, corruption, And what I want to tell the people, that even the so-called broad-based government that do tell us that they wrote an MOU that actually does not need to be written to be implemented. For example, in corruption, do we really need an MOU for the corruption to be gotten rid of? Mm-hmm. So these elites are a joke. They are legacy politicians. Okay. They are political patrons. They have been in the space for too long. And they're among the reasons. They know how they manipulate the people as per the tribal line,
All right. Yeah, so I get your point, but let me say this. The views expressed in this setup do not represent KBC. They are entirely on they are entirely the expressions and opinions of our guest. The youth voting as a unit in this country in the next elections.
The youth vote may not be a unit because of a lot of political parties or the political leaders, people have emerged. Mm-hmm. But what is important, that these people have emerged with a common interest. Mm-hmm. There's a constitution, there's an article that says for one to be elected, you must garner 50 plus votes. Mm-hmm. So meaning that if opponents use their own strategy mm-hmm. to stop other person from getting 50 plus 1 votes, then at that point, so long as the youth voting are not going the direction that they are not being needed, mm-hmm. then I can say that it is a unit. Mm-hmm. So as per now, I know that nearly 99% of the youths, they have the common interest and they have a common enemy. That is what is important. Enemy, not in terms of individualism, but in terms of the expectation. They had a lot of expectation, but a lot of disappointments are on the ground, not only to the youth. You know, if we put it in a manner that it's youth, we are excluding even the other people who are with us in the race. I'm very sure that even the old generation, there are a lot of mind decolonization that has happened. People used to see these things or to make decisions as per their languages or the ethnic tribes. They have come to the awakening and they have known that we are in the point where we don't need those ethnic clashes. We have one enemy, and the goal is to send them home for the purpose, of economic stability of a country. So it is, yes, youth votes are in a unity.
Let me just ask a little questions about Kimani Ichungwa. Kimani Ichungwa, I've mentioned very well that Kenyans will not be rejecting finance bill every now and then. Let me just ask this question. So it means that we should just accept everything that is brought to us. Even that thing that we know very well that this one is a hint, this one is going in and kutuumiza. So tunapaswa tu kukubali. We just accept. Tukubali tu ya kwamba ishafanyika, tushaletewa, tushaambiwa ya kwamba this is the finance bill. There is something that Mbadi is failing to understand. Mbadi is failing to understand that allowing these people to be speaking or to be talking the way they're talking is going to put him in a very bad situation. Like, because these guys don't understand what it takes, what is it in the finance bill. You are the person who understands, and then you are giving them room to be spreading rumors outside here, making Kenyans always angry. Remember that Kenyans were angry back then. So right now, you are taking them back to where they were from. After all, guys, that is just my thought. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. And until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface Awino. Bing.